Yo, it's Flows, we're back. This is a piggyback and expansion from the last video. I'm at a different spot. Right now we're in the Aterro do Flamengo. This is a main road basically where most days of the week this is like cars and it's busy. But on Sundays from some time to some time they open it for like leisure. So basically this is a huge reason why I chose to come to this specific spot, which is the neighborhood of Flamengo. It goes up to Cateche and Gloria as well, and goes down to Botafogo. This is all Zona Sul. So this right here is why I came here. It's actually been a dream. I've been manifesting this for a long time to live this experience of being in proximity to this road, because I knew it was open from the last time I was here 2 years ago. But even further that way is the beach, and there's a boardwalk, and I should have some shots to show. Look, there's a doggy. Came to say hi. Miss my dog. But yeah, this is the health, this is the mental health, physical health combination component of all of this. So as you can see, I have my longboard now, so I could shred here on Sundays, practice my dance moves, my call on all the samba gods, kind of like this guy here, but he's not doing dance stuff, he's just carving, but carving is still good, especially on this beautiful day. So that's really good for me. I started to expand on that in my last video. And this is where I go on my runs. This is where I do my foot volley lessons, but talking more towards the beach up that way. This is where I go on bike rides all the time. There's some accessible, bike stations around. So we are now here, sitting, living, breathing. One of the top few reasons why I chose to stay in Flamengo and to be within a few blocks of this right here that I'm experiencing. So it's kind of surreal for me at the moment to be here, because this is what I dreamed of and what I had been really manifesting for some years actually. Last time I was here, I really took some time to try to explore different neighborhoods, feel them out, bike ride in different parts of different neighborhoods. And the more I kept coming back here, I'm like, well, this is like South Beach in a way, where they have like the park, they have the boardwalk there, they have the ocean. When I lived in South Beach, it was probably the healthiest year I had in my adulthood, just because I was bike riding multiple times a week up and down that boardwalk. I was longboarding every other day. I wasn't going on runs at the time, but I was biking multiple times a week. I had my own bike, and I was longboarding all the time, practicing my dance steps, and as I talked about challenging myself to do different things. There was also a longboard meetup group called Skate Pack, super dope people. That was always fun the times I went. I don't know if they're still around, but they did a annual Halloween dress up as a costume skate around South Beach thing, which was always pretty fun. But yeah. I did a thing. I bought a longboard. Longboarding is a very big part of my health, my mental health, my physical health. I started longboarding in 2017 or end of 2016. It was either 2016, no, it was definitely end of 2016 when I moved to Miami. It had been a dream that I basically manifested over the last year or two after just basically watching someone shred and do a bunch of freestyle tricks on a plaza in Barceloneta. And I was like, that's freaking cool. I want to learn how to do that. That's awesome. And I grew up snowboarding, so the idea of having a board at my feet and carving and just having the fresh ocean wind in my face, I was like, hell yeah, I want to do that. So got to Miami, and I went on a date with a girl who just happened to have a longboard in her car at the time. We just went to like an open parking lot, and like that was the first time I tried longboarding. And then like within the next 2 weeks, I bought my own longboard. And then the rest is history. From there, I shredded all the time, multiple times a week. It was really good for my health. It really kept me busy. It kept me healthy. Gave me a challenge. As a neurodivergent, I need something basically to work towards all the time. I don't know if it's like for other neurodivergents, let me know in the comments. I know it's something for me that's important, is to just be challenged, to have something to work towards. So it was really cool to just have something to like practice, get better at. I had goals, tricks I wanted to do. I was watching a bunch of YouTube videos. So my longboarding journey began in Miami. The dream began in Barcelona. The actual longboarding began in Miami, 2016. And then I've been longboarding since. I admit in the last few years I have not been boarding as much as I've wanted to, due to various variables that we won't get into at the moment, but it's a big part of who I am, and it's been a dream to do it in Rio too, right? But it's like, okay, well, I'm always here for not the longest time, so if I buy a longboard, what am I going to do with it? How much is it? It's like, okay, but I'm like, all right, I'm going to be here long enough now where like I could buy one, and then like I could ask, I'm either going to, that red ant really likes me, but it's a red ant, so I'm kind of scared. So I'm going to either sell it before I leave, or ask a family member if they could hold on to it for when when I'm here, that I could use it. So we're going to see about that, but I at least have quite a few months where it's accessible to me. I'm close by to where I can board, and it's just really healthy for me. It's like those days I come home after the co-work where it's like, okay, I don't feel like going on a run. Okay, I already did a foot volley lesson in the morning. What could I do that's mentally stimulating, healthy, and like I'm out of the house and not being bored and doom scrolling on Instagram or whatever? So that's when the longboard comes out. And, so that's probably going to do it really often because I love boarding. I found a decent board. It's not like a typical dancing board or freestyle board. It has drop-through trucks, but has a decent enough shape where I could at least do some dancing steps. I'm not going to be able to do some of the tricks that I've been able to do on my other boards, but I can carve with it. I already tested it out today. Hopefully I'll be able to take some more shots of that and post it in this video as B-roll. Let's see how it goes. But I'm really excited. It's just so nice to basically carve with the wind in my face and just move my body. I love it. I don't know how to explain it. If you're a boarder, say what's up. Skater, comment skater in the comments. I don't have an audience yet, so I don't really know who I'm talking to. But if you guys ever see this and you are the audience, skater, I don't know. Say it in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe. What's up? So health check. But yeah, we're here, we're living, we're breathing. Look how beautiful it is. People are out on bikes. There's another roadway out there that's also open. It goes up that way, probably a few kilometers. but you still got to be careful because like I've seen a car or two come by. There's like fast like motorcycle things, so always got to be careful. But just wanted to do a quick video, just taking a breath in of being here right now in the exact location of why I came here. So there's that, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time.